The car was hers. The man behind the wheel? He was the danger she was trying to escape. On a sweltering July afternoon, outside a Houston apartment complex, Merseana Struggs made a final, desperate move to reclaim her life. It cost her everything. What happened next wasn't just a brutal act. It was a relentless pursuit, shot by shot, turning a quiet street into a kill zone. She ran. He chased. The question isn't if she died, but how this terrifying hunt unfolded, and what chilling motive drove a boyfriend to become a relentless killer.
We want to get to a developing story right now. Tonight, we are hearing from a woman who says she watched a mother try to run away from her boyfriend's gunfire.
34-year-old Nicholas Finley now is charged with capital murder after detectives say he robbed and killed his 29-year-old girlfriend, Merseana Struggs. It happened at a park.
We often assume that love means protection, that trust is a shield. But for Merseana, it became a gateway to a terrifying escalation. This account isn't just about a crime. It's about the insidious erosion of safety, the critical moments ignored, and the ultimate, irreversible consequence when control becomes lethal. You might think you know how this story ends, but the truly compelling question lies in the how and the why. Merseana's life was more than a statistic. It was a testament to the quiet bravery of a mother striving for her child, and a stark reminder of the widespread peril of intimate partner violence. Have you ever felt that subtle, unnerving shift in a relationship? A possessive glance, a demanding tone, a need for control masquerading as concern? This story forces us to look closer, to understand the patterns, and to arm ourselves with knowledge. If you're ready to confront these truths, to gain critical insight from Merseana's journey, and understand how recognizing early signs could truly save lives, stay with us. By shedding light on stories like Merseana's, we can collectively work towards a safer future. If this mission resonates, kindly consider joining our community by subscribing. Your support helps us bring these vital narratives forward. Welcome to Viral True Crime Stories, where we bring you the most compelling and heartbreaking true crime cases. Every story we share is based on real events that deserve to be heard. Kindly support us by subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell icon so you never miss an important story.
Oh, wait, it's okay back there. And walk that way.
This story will be taking us to Houston, Texas. Merseana Struggs, a 29-year-old single mother, packed her life into boxes, leaving Louisiana behind for the promise of Houston, Texas. Her driving force? An 8-year-old son, and the unwavering resolve to build a better life for them both. This wasn't just a move. It was an act of profound dedication, a deliberate step towards a brighter horizon. Her character shone through to everyone she met. Her sister, Kimani Struggs, spoke of a loving mother, daughter, and sister, describing Merseana as our rock, a woman whose loyalty, kindness, and beauty left an enduring mark. Even her neighbor, Shawnee Drury, knowing Merseana only a short time, echoed these sentiments, calling her beautiful, kind, and a loving mother. Merseana was forging her path, even embracing online content creation, specifically OnlyFans, as a means to provide for her child, with a clear boundary. She only sold content and did not meet clients in person. Every choice, every effort, was a testament to her commitment. The central question: how do we recognize the quiet signs of escalating danger before hope transforms into helplessness? Merseana was meticulously building her future, brick by hopeful brick. But what she couldn't perceive was the subtle shift already occurring, a barely perceptible change that would soon jeopardize everything she was fighting for. Then, Nicholas Finley, 34, entered her life. He was her boyfriend, though for a short, agonizing period, an attempt was made to redefine him as an ex. Their connection deepened fast, perhaps too fast. Finley soon gained unchecked access to Merseana's apartment, her daily routines, even her car. What began as a relationship soon revealed a possessive core. His insecurity took root, sprouting into demands. Finley believed he was entitled to Merseana's earnings, dictating what she could or couldn't post online. What started as veiled suggestions swiftly morphed into suffocating demands, choking Merseana's independence, line by line. The arguments became a relentless drain, exhausting her spirit, eroding her sense of peace. Merseana saw the path closing in. She made a decision, a brave, life-altering choice to reclaim her independence, to break free. She initiated steps to separate, to extract herself from the tightening grip. But for those caught in such dynamics, the moment of seeking freedom often marks the most perilous turning point. No, seriously, the most perilous turning point. This is where the story truly begins its chilling acceleration, answering the question, how do we recognize the quiet signs of escalating danger before hope transforms into helplessness?
God has been good to me. No, God has been good to me.
Me too. Say about women.
You really?
Me too.
Really?
Say about women.
That bitch said God has been good to me.
I
don't know. She sound kind of confident.
Cause I know it.
No, you
I got some crazy niggas. I ain't
Little
got
dick nigga. Little dick nigga be crazy on anything.
You know like this whole table line. Like hey, you heard what he said? And they be still like this. Did you?
July 19th, 2024. The Park at Cumberland Apartments. It began with an everyday request, deceptively mundane, that quickly spiraled. Earlier that day, Nicholas Finley, driving Merseana's car, was pulled over. He called Merseana, asking her to bring him the insurance card. A simple task, a routine demand. Merseana, accompanied by her roommate, went to meet him. But Finley wasn't there. A subtle twist, an immediate feeling of unease. Upon their return to the apartment complex, Merseana and her roommate found him. He was already there, sitting in her car. The air hung heavy with a silence that spoke volumes, a stillness before a storm. Nicholas Finley was precisely where he shouldn't have been. He was waiting. Merseana was fighting for her independence. The central question, how do we recognize the quiet signs of escalating danger before hope transforms into helplessness? Have you ever faced a moment where you had to stand up to someone powerful, someone who refused to let go? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Merseana exited her vehicle. She confronted Finley. In that moment, the seemingly ordinary shattered. Finley opened fire, shooting Merseana multiple times. In a desperate, primal urge, Merseana fought. She ran, sprinting through the apartment complex, searching for any flicker of hope, any escape. She tried to get into a nearby car, but was unable to. Her neighbor, Shawnee Drury, witnessed the terrifying struggle, seeing Merseana fighting to escape. Merseana managed to make it into Drury's truck, but Finley continued his brutal assault, firing 4 or 5 more times. Critically wounded, Merseana somehow found the strength to move to another spot within the complex. But Finley was relentless. He pursued her, closing the distance, and shot her like 8 more times. He pursued her relentlessly. He would not stop. No, seriously, he would not stop. Merseana finally collapsed, her body succumbing to the brutal assault. But the horror wasn't over. Not yet. What Nicholas Finley did next transcended mere violence. It was an act of chilling, absolute finality. According to Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, Finley stood over Merseana's collapsed form and unloaded gunshots into her body with a pistol. Merseana Struggs was pronounced dead at the scene. The terror, however, extended beyond Merseana. Shawnee Drury, the neighbor who witnessed parts of the horrific scene, had sought refuge in her bathroom. From there, she heard the barrage of gunshots and Finley's chilling threats to kill everybody in the house for attempting to help Merseana. This was not a spontaneous outburst. This was a determined, calculated act. It raises the core question of this narrative. How do we recognize the quiet signs of escalating danger before hope transforms into helplessness? The true extent of Nicholas Finley's calculated brutality and the motive behind this horrific act would soon come into disturbing focus.
Holes are found on Shawnee Drury's front door.
Here's something that's right here. They're all of them are right here. The insurance card. And so my roommate took her to go down there and he wasn't there. So when they came back, he was sitting right here in her car. And she jumped out and...
In the immediate aftermath of the shooting, Nicholas Finley fled. He took Merseana Struggs' purse and vehicle with him. This act of taking her belongings, after the brutal taking of her life, added a chilling layer to the charges that would swiftly follow. Deputies from the Harris County Sheriff's Office launched their investigation. Their pursuit was swift, leading to Finley's apprehension. He was taken into custody and charged with capital murder. This isn't a casual accusation. It's a specific charge, indicating factors beyond a simple homicide. In this instance, the robbery of Merseana's purse and vehicle during the commission of the act elevated the severity. This wasn't just murder, it was capital murder, a charge that often carries the gravest penalties, fueled by a startlingly petty act of theft. It highlighted Finley's apparent absence of remorse and his insidious focus on absolute control, even in death. Finley was booked into the Harris County Jail, and court records confirm he was denied bond. This decision underlines the serious nature of the charge and the perceived risk he poses. As the legal process for Merseana moves forward, her story compels us to confront a larger, terrifying reality, one that plays out in homes and communities every single day. It circles back to our central question: how do we recognize the quiet signs of escalating danger before hope transforms into helplessness? Merseana Struggs' death serves as a profound and painful example of an ongoing societal crisis: intimate partner violence. Her individual tragedy reflects an alarming, wider trend. In unincorporated Harris County, murders involving intimate partners account for a staggering 35% of all homicides in 2024 alone. This isn't merely a statistic. It represents a significant portion of lives lost to domestic abuse within a single community, underscoring the systemic, deadly nature of this violence.
Finding this size when I'm this size now. The fuck? Like, you know how many fucks ago that was?
Merseana's case, therefore, stands as a poignant illustration of a broader public safety concern. Experts in this field consistently issue a critical warning: leaving an abusive relationship is the most dangerous time for a survivor. Merseana's attempt to retrieve her car from her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend as some described him, aligns tragically with this warning, suggesting she was actively disengaging. This period of separation frequently provokes heightened aggression from abusers, making it a time of extreme vulnerability for victims. Furthermore, the presence of a firearm dramatically escalates the risk. The Houston Area Women's Center reports that the lethality of domestic violence situations increases by a staggering 500% if an abuser has a gun in the home. Finley's use of a pistol in Merseana's murder directly reflects this chilling fact, demonstrating how access to weapons amplifies the danger in abusive relationships. The sequence of events, from the initial confrontation over the car to Merseana's desperate attempts to flee and Finley's relentless pursuit and repeated shootings, presents a devastating, predictable pattern seen in high-risk domestic violence cases. If leaving is the most dangerous time, and a gun increases lethality by 500%, what more do we need to understand the urgent, terrifying reality for those caught in abuse? This brings us back to our core inquiry. How do we recognize the quiet signs of escalating danger before hope transforms into helplessness? The story of Merseana Struggs stands as a powerful, somber reflection on the devastating consequences of intimate partner violence. Her life, once vibrant with the hopeful aspiration of building a better future for her son, was brutally ended in a senseless act of aggression. Nicholas Finley faces capital murder charges, a charge reflecting the extreme nature of the crime and the accompanying theft. While the legal process continues, Merseana's case serves as a stark reminder of the dangers faced by individuals in abusive relationships, especially during attempts to leave. The numbers from Harris County, revealing that a significant portion of all homicides involve intimate partners, underscore that Merseana's death is not an isolated incident. It is a reflection of a widespread, deadly societal issue. Her memory compels continued vigilance, urging us to recognize the signs of abuse and to provide robust support for survivors. It reinforces our central question: how do we recognize the quiet signs of escalating danger before hope transforms into helplessness? Please accept our heartfelt condolences regarding the tragic loss of Merseana Struggs. Her story is a profound reminder of a life bravely lived and brutally cut short. She was clearly a dedicated mother, a loving daughter and sister, and a beacon of hope for her family. May her memory serve as a powerful catalyst for change and increased awareness regarding intimate partner violence. Our deepest sympathies go out to her son, Kamani, Shani, and all who knew and loved Merseana. If Merseana's story resonated with you, if you or someone you know might be in danger, please reach out. Resources like the Houston Area Women's Center and the National Domestic Violence Hotline are essential lifelines. Do not delay. Your safety, or someone else's, could depend on it. Houston Area Women's Center Hotline, SATFACE 713-528-7233. National Domestic Violence Hotline, 1-800-799, SAFE 7233. Merseana's memory calls on all of us to act, to speak out, and to learn. Join our community by subscribing. Together, we can shine a light on these critical issues and work towards a safer world. Dear viewers, if you found this investigation insightful, kindly like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for future updates. It will mean a lot to us and encourage us to keep bringing you these true crime stories. Thanks for watching till the end, and until the next video, stay safe.